Welcome to Duskhaven Sleep Stories, a quiet place where the day gently fades, and soft stories carry you into rest. Hello, welcome back. If you've had a long day, and most days are long in one way or another, this is where it ends. Not with anything you need to do, or remember, or figure out. Just here. Just this. Let your body be heavy right now. Let the surface beneath you hold all of that weight, because it can. And because that's exactly what it's for. Take a slow breath in through your nose. Hold it for just a moment and let it go all the way out, longer than it came. Tonight, the story will take you somewhere ancient and wide and very still. A place where the rock has been standing for millions of years, and the sky above it has no end. A place where silence isn't empty. It's full and warm and patient. There is nothing you need to bring. You are already enough, exactly as you are. Let everything else go, and let the story carry you. You arrive at the canyon's edge just as the last of the afternoon light is leaving. Not all at once. Light never leaves a desert all at once. It retreats slowly, pulling back from the valley floor first. drawing upward along the canyon walls the way water drains from a vessel. leaving the highest ridges lit longest, glowing a deep and saturated orange red that seems to come not from outside the stone, but from within it, as though the rock has spent the whole long day absorbing sunlight and is now, in these final minutes, returning it to the air. You stand at the rim and look down. The canyon is deeper than you expected. Its walls drop away beneath your feet in great shelves and ledges of layered sandstone. Rose and ochre and burnt sienna and cream, banded one above the other like the pages of a very old book that has been slowly opened over millions of years. The layers are not perfectly straight. They curve and ripple slightly, a record of ancient water and ancient wind, of forces that moved so slowly they could not be watched, but whose work is here, undeniable, in every curve of the stone. The air that rises from the canyon floor is warm, warmer than the air at the rim, warmer than the evening desert around you, a deep, dry warmth that has been building all day at the bottom of the canyon, trapped by the walls, concentrated, and now rising as the surface above begins to cool. You breathe it in. It smells of warm stone and dry earth and something faintly herby, desert sage, growing somewhere down there in the cracks between boulders where water sometimes runs in a different season. You sit on the edge of a flat sandstone shelf, your legs hanging over, your hands resting on the warm, rough surface of the rock on either side of you. The canyon holds you. The canyon has been here for a very long time, and it holds you the way ancient things hold things, without effort, without noticing, simply by being exactly what it is. You watch the light move. It is one of those things, like watching clouds or watching water, where nothing seems to be happening if you stare directly at it, but where everything has changed if you look away and look back. The orange deepens. The shadows in the canyon below grow bluer, softer. The cream-colored bands of stone halfway down the wall catch the last direct light and hold it a few minutes longer than everything else. pale and luminous against the darkening rock above and below. Then that light goes too, and the canyon exists now only in shades of blue and violet and a deep, warm grey that is not quite darkness, not yet. A single bird calls from somewhere down among the canyon walls. One clear, descending note, then silence. You sit very still, listening to the silence that follows. It is the kind of silence that has weight. There is a path. You find it a little to your left, a narrow trail of packed earth and flat stones, winding down from the rim in long, shallow switchbacks, hugging the canyon wall as it descends. Other feet have worn it smooth over many years. It is not a difficult path, only a patient one. The kind that asks you to go slowly and to pay attention to where you are placing your feet. You go slowly. You pay attention. The canyon wall beside you is close enough to touch, and you let your hand rest against it as you descend, feeling the texture of the sandstone, rough and fine-grained at once, slightly warm still, releasing the day's stored heat in a steady, patient exhale that you can feel against your palm. You descend one switchback, then another. With each level you drop, the air changes, thicker, stiller. The sounds of the open desert above fade, replaced by the deeper quiet of the canyon itself. A quiet amplified by the stone walls on every side. A quiet that has echoes in it even when there is nothing to echo, as though the silence itself is reverberant. Your breathing slows to match the pace of your steps. Each breath is long. Each step is deliberate. Down and down and down. By the time you reach the canyon floor, the sky above is a deep blue ribbon visible between the walls. Not dark yet, but darkening. The blue so saturated and so pure that it looks almost like water held between the stone walls overhead. The floor of the canyon is flat and smooth, worn to a pale sandy surface by centuries of flash floods in wetter seasons. Boulders have come to rest here, large ones rounded at their edges by the same water that smoothed the floor. Warm-colored and enormous, some as large as houses, some small enough to sit on comfortably. You find one to sit on. It is the perfect height. Your feet rest flat on the canyon floor. Your back is straight. The stone beneath you is still warm, deeply warm. A warmth that has penetrated all the way through from hours of direct sunlight, and which now transfers itself slowly into you through the backs of your thighs, through your palms resting flat on its surface. You stop moving. You let yourself be still. The canyon receives your stillness without comment. The change from evening to night in a desert canyon is unlike any other. There is no gradual dimming, or rather, there is. But it has its own quality here, between these walls of stone. The light does not so much fade as it withdraws upward, retreating toward the sky in the narrow strip above, pulling the last blue out of the air as it goes. And then the stars begin. Not all at once, but one by one, like small decisions being made by the sky. First, the brightest ones, the ones that can appear while there is still color left in the air. and then more and more and more. You tilt your head back. The strip of sky between the canyon walls is narrow, but what it shows you is extraordinary, a river of stars, contained and concentrated by the shape of the canyon into something more vivid than a wide sky would have offered. Hundreds of them, thousands. The Milky Way visible even in this narrow band. A pale wash of accumulated light from distances the mind lets go of rather than understands. You watch the stars the way you watch a fire, without thinking, without trying, simply receiving what they offer, which is you realize exactly this. The feeling of being very small in a very beautiful way. It is not an uncomfortable feeling. It is, in fact, exactly the right size to be. The canyon cools slowly. Not quickly they weigh some nights cool, but by degrees, gently. The stone walls giving up their stored warmth a little at a time. The air dropping 1 degree, then another, until the warmth you feel is no longer the warmth of the air, but the warmth radiating from the boulder beneath you and the wall beside you. The stored energy of the sun being returned quietly to the night. The crickets have found their rhythm now. A steady, continuous pulse, not frantic, not urgent, just even and warm and completely unhurried. The same note repeated without variation, without boredom, without any sense that it will ever stop. It fills the canyon the way the warmth fills it, from the bottom up, from the walls inward, until the sound is everywhere and nowhere in particular, just part of the air itself. You take a long, slow breath. You hold it for a moment. You release it. The canyon breathes with you. A little further along the canyon floor, you find the place. You know it when you see it, not because there's anything remarkable about it, but because it feels right in the way that some places simply do, in a way you don't need to explain or justify. It's a shallow alcove in the canyon wall, not a cave. Just a gentle curving inward of the sandstone. Perhaps 6 feet deep and 8 feet wide. Its ceiling a smooth arc of rose-colored stone that curves overhead like cupped hands. The floor of the alcove is deep with fine sand, pale, dry, warm, the kind of sand that takes the shape of what rests in it and holds that shape. You sit, then you lie back. The sand beneath you is extraordinary. Fine as flour, warm as skin. It shifts to accommodate every curve of your body until it holds you, perfectly, fully, without any point of pressure or resistance. The way a body of water holds something placed gently into it. You feel it against the backs of your arms, your legs, your shoulders. You feel held. Above you, the curved sandstone ceiling is close enough that you can see the texture of it in the faint starlight reflected down from the canyon sky. The fine grains of it, the small ripples left by ancient wind, the occasional streak of darker mineral running through the rose, and cream like a brushstroke in a painting done slowly over millions of years. You look at it for a long, untroubled time. Your eyes trace the curves without any particular aim. The way eyes move when there's nothing they need to find, just resting. Just moving gently over surfaces that are beautiful in a quiet way. Beautiful the way things are when they've never been asked to be anything other than what they are. The warmth of the stone above you is real. You can feel it on your face, a gentle, radiant warmth a few degrees above the cooling air of the canyon, given off by the sandstone that holds the day's heat longer than any living thing could. It is the warmth of something patient, something that has no hurry, something that has been warm and then cool, and then warm again more times than there are words for, and intends to continue exactly the same way indefinitely. You feel your body growing heavier in the sand. Not unpleasantly, beautifully. The way your body always becomes heavier when it is truly, fully at rest. When every muscle remembers it is allowed to stop. Your shoulders sink. Your hands fall open at your sides. Your jaw unclenches almost by itself, as though it had been waiting all day for permission. The crickets pulse on, steady and warm. A sound that has become so constant it no longer registers as sound, but simply as part of the texture of the night. You turn your head slightly to the side. Through the open face of the alcove, you can see a portion of the canyon, the far wall, dark and warm-colored even in the night. Its upper edge jagged against the sky. And above that edge, a band of stars. Not all of them, just some, but enough. More than enough. You watch them without effort. They don't ask you to do anything. They've been there longer than everything you've ever worried about. Longer than everything that has ever seemed urgent. Longer than every version of the world that has come and gone and been forgotten. They will be there long after tonight. Long after you've carried this feeling of warmth and stillness back into whatever comes next. They are simply there, and you are simply here. That is all. Your breathing has become very slow. In, out. The sand holds you. The stone walls hold the sand. The canyon holds the walls. The desert holds the canyon. The sky holds all of it, vast, dark, patient, full of stars that have been shining since before there was anyone to see them, and will keep shining long after tonight. Long after the canyon has changed shape. Long after the stones have become sand and the sand has become stone again. You are held inside all of that. You are very small. And it is the most restful thing in the world. Your eyes close, not because you made them close, because there is simply nothing left that needs to be seen tonight. The warmth of the stone, the weight of the sand, the soft pulse of the crickets in the dark, the faint, dry scent of sage and warm earth and ancient stone. All of it continues gently, without you needing to tend to it. The desert breathes. You breathe. The stars hold their long, patient light. And you drift, slowly, gently, into rest. You can stay there as long as you need. In that warm alcove, in that fine sand, under that strip of stars. There's nothing calling you back tonight. Nothing to return to, nothing to solve. Feel the weight of your body where you are right now. Feel how fully the ground beneath you is holding you. Let your breath be slow. Let the night be quiet. Let yourself be held by the warmth, by the dark, by the long, patient stillness of the desert under its velvet sky. You've done enough today. You are enough exactly as you are. Sleep well.